What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Oh yeah, guys. So I've been doing some stuff off camera. Like over here, I set up a bunch of these barrels to compost things. Whoops. Hit the F5 key too many times there. So yeah, we have a bunch of barrels over here making dirt. And our dirt supply has actually gotten pretty big. I switched the tree farm over to leaf mode. So yeah, we are sharing leaves right now. We almost got a full barrel. I'm gonna have to switch that back over to the other mode. Actually, how many are in our chest? Yeah, we could fill that up. Give ourselves a little bit more time. Our sapling supply down below is actually pretty good. I was taking a look at it. We had like 8 stacks, I think, of saplings. So I decided to switch that over to the leaf mode and collect a bunch of leaves to turn into compost and into dirt. And yeah, like I said, our dirt supply is pretty good. I've actually taken a couple of stacks of this stuff, combined them with seeds, and made the topiary grass like we were doing last time. And I sieved all of that, and we finally got 1 tigerwood sapling out of 2 more stacks of the topiary grass. Man, this thing is like the most rarest thing in the game, it seems like. But anyway, we do have this guy right here, so we should be able to go back to our Learning to Skyblock quest. And now it wants ore berries. Alright. So, aluminum ore berry bush. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be like a lot of inventory spam here. I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put all this. I was just looking at this chest right here, and I was throwing some things off the edge that we didn't need anymore. Now we're kind of stuck again on space. I guess I should just make a couple of regular chests, like a large chest or something for now. And we can store all of those saplings in there. I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do for storage space permanently. Eventually we will have applied energistics hooked up, and that won't be a big deal. I didn't want that guy in there. Alright, so all those saplings are gone. So that wanted us to make an ore berry bush, get an aluminum one. I do believe you have to sift smooth stone. So we should start doing that. Let's put... Alright, we'll get that going, we'll do that, and we will do that. So we should see at least 1 ore berry bush out of all of that stuff. I believe it's a 1% chance for each of the different types, so yeah, I'm pretty confident we will see what we need out of there. Another quest I was just working on, I was like, we should probably do this together. Where was that quest? We were supposed to be making tomatoes. Was it this? Nope. Oh, you know what it was? Okay, back. This guy, upgrading seeds. So this will give us a machine frame basic, and it wants us to make 16 tomatoes. So I just went over to our marketplace that we made, and I put 1 emerald in and got tomato seed because I really didn't feel like crossbreeding. We got 7 tomatoes already. But yeah, like I said, I figured we should do this together. I haven't upgraded this plant. This is still like the basic tomato plant. So we don't get 4 tomatoes at a time, I assume is what we would see if this is a top end plant. But yeah, we just need to get 16 of these guys. So I figured we'd just bone meal it. Oh, we got a little bit more actually. Okay, we got 18 tomatoes. That's fine. So quest book says we are now complete, and that'll give us a machine frame basic. Okay, so we know how to upgrade seeds. Now, resource crops. This guy right here, I was saying we need to go to like the deep dark or something like that. After I got done recording, I was like, uh-oh, yeah, I had it right there. Redstone ore. I was like, how do I make this stuff? Or can I make it? And then, yeah, as I saw, whoops, I'm on the wrong one actually. Nether redstone ore actually will smelt into redstone ore. And we needed that to make this redstone, whatever, these seeds here. We need soil for that to be planted on, then we need a redstone ore directly below that. We also need these guys right here to mutate into this guy, and I haven't done any of that yet. So we need the blue orchid and the dandelion, which it doesn't actually look like this is too bad. It is going to take a little bit of work to get to this point, but yeah, it's not too bad. I will need to go into the nether and collect some redstone the nether ore, the redstone ore, whatever, the nether redstone ore, that's what it's called, and smelt that. So we will work on that in a little bit. So this is where we're stuck at right now. There's a lot of crossbreeding involved to get beyond that point. Learning the skyblock, we have to go to all these dimensions, and we're still waiting on this aluminum ore berry. Have we gotten one yet? Ooh, actually, yes we did. Okay, so we can be done with this quest. It looks like that's going to give us an essence berry bush. That's nice. That'll give us free experience. Alright, so we are all done with learning the skyblock, except for going to those other dimensions, which is great. Sky Farm we're kind of stuck on until I do a bunch of crossbreeding, which I'll probably do off camera for next episode or sometime in the future. I'm not sure yet. Let's see, is there anything else that we can do that's pretty easy here? So this wants us to make steel. You know what? I could look at NEI on how to make steel, but as it turns out, I've been combining armors over here, and we did get a full chain chest plate. In fact, we might even have another one ready to go here as well. This stuff can be melted down in the smelter. We do have another one. I think it gives you eight steel. It's been a while since I've done this. Hopefully it doesn't turn into iron. Actually, let's just melt both of them down. I have no use for this chain armor anyway, so that's just free drops that we're getting from those mobs, so we'll melt that down for now. Exotic metals want us to make Enderium, Mana Steel, and Signalum. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that just yet either. Storage Wars was one that we were starting on and we never finished. Filing cabinets are a pretty good item. I might have to make some of these for the mob farm to store all those different types of bows and things like that we've been collecting. That might be something I look at doing. Pretty storage, let's see. Power grid we were kind of looking at before. What's under assembly line? Okay, so this gives us some machines to work on. Mob Hunter, we've seen this quite a bit actually. There's some of these quests in here that we haven't done, like these pointy sticks. Maybe we should actually do some of those. Yeah, conveyor belts is something I would like to have. Let's start working on this section of the quests. So, punji sticks are cheap but brutal ways of injuring mobs that try to cross them. Combine them with barricades and maybe you might be safe. For now. Well, I don't think we really need to worry about mobs. We have everything lit up properly and all of that stuff. We don't really need a barricade, but yeah, let's go ahead and check out how to make a punji stick. I don't know if I've ever made those before. Fingers on the keys. Am I spelling it wrong? Oh, Punji. Okay, so that's just 5 sugarcane. Do we have any sugarcane? We do. 4, 5. Alright, so there's some punji sticks and oak barricades. This wants us to make 1 of 1. And I do believe we don't have any oak over here. I think it's just 2 logs on top of each other that make the oak barricade. And stacks up to 4 times. Alright. I think it's about time we nom on a burger. Hunger's looking a little hungry down there. Okay. So we have that done and this guy done. That's going to give us 16 more oak barricades. So sharp spikes. Need a way to brutally slaughter mobs? Try spikes. Place them pointy end up somewhere mobs are falling. Collect the loot. Yeah, so that'll be pretty good for an automatic way to collect mob loot. Iron spikes. Alright, so how do we make iron spikes? I think that uses an iron block, right? Been a while since I've made these guys. Oh, so we have to make the wooden spike and then pour molten iron. So that's 2 iron ingots worth. Okay, so that's different than the last time. So spike. Here we go. Okay, so wood swords. I'll go grab some more wood from over here. Actually, I'm going to grab some oak wood since we are collecting that all of the time now. Alright, so we need to make some things down here. Let's go ahead and get this going. I was making more solar panels earlier. It's what all that stuff is about. I actually decided to put another one of these solar panel 2s over here. I was sitting here bone mealing these, trying to collect the leaves drops, and the solar panel started running low on juice because it was going constantly, so I decided to double that up. Think it's going to be working fine for now. Alright, so we need to make a wooden sword. Actually, we need to make 3 of those, right? Okay, so 3 wooden swords, some planks, and that sword. Was it plank here and log here? Okay, so there's 4 wooden spikes. Okay, and then we needed that in a casting basin, was it? No, on the table. Okay. And we got... Okay, so one of those chest plates turned into 2 steel, so we ended up with 4 of those. Right, so let me go ahead and cast the steel. We're gonna need a couple of iron ingots. Melt those. There we go. Go and get the steel out of the smelter real quick. And one more after this. Awesome. Okay, so now we just need to take the wooden spike and put that on the casting table. That's cool. I like that. Put that on the casting table, pour a little bit of molten iron on it, and we'll turn it into an iron spike. Alright guys, let me go ahead and wait for that to melt, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and I sorted out my inventory. It was getting pretty full. I was taking a look at the status of this, and we were getting a bunch of these essence berry bushes over here, which is pretty awesome. So experience won't be something we'll have to worry about once we get a farm set up for these things, which we will eventually, I'm sure. All these different orb berries will produce pretty much what they are in nuggets, but they're little, actually, orb berries. 9 of those turn into an ingot, I do believe, so this would be another way to collect resources automatically without having to do a quarry or any of that stuff. So we have our steel ingots, and we have this melted down. Let's go ahead and pour the 2 iron ingots on top of this guy. It's kind of weird how that looks. Oh, but there we go. There is our iron spike. So we can go ahead and claim this reward too, so that'll give us 2 more iron spikes. And finally, mob transport. So there are 2 kinds of conveyor belts, the plastic-based variety, which will move items but not players, mobs, or golems. The more expensive variety will allow mobs to spawn on top and move the mobs to wherever you want them. Yeah, these guys right here, these are really awesome. They allow mobs to spawn. As soon as they spawn, they start being pushed. These conveyor belts don't allow mobs to be spawned on them, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would like those a little bit more, I think. So let's see. Probably a nice, safe holding pen, right? Let's see. The more expensive variety will allow mobs to spawn on top and move the mobs wherever you want them. Probably a nice, safe holding pen, right? Yes, exactly. So this wants us to make both the plastic and the non-plastic variety of conveyor. So the conveyor belts, these guys right here require rails and... Oh, okay, so that's just iron. I'm used to playing in mod packs with railcraft in it that makes those conveyor belts like super difficult to make. Or I guess the vanilla rails, I should say. But yeah, this is just iron, redstone, more iron, and a stick. So we can go ahead and make those pretty quickly, actually. So we'll take a stick. We need some iron. Gonna make a bunch of that. Okay, so we'll put a stick, make some rail, and was it this with iron and redstone? I think that's what it was. There we go. So there's our conveyor belts. I guess we're not really gonna need rail for much else, so I suppose we should just make another one. Another recipe of those. Okay. Yeah, we got 4 of those tracks left over. Yeah, these conveyor belts are really nice. Those will help us out a lot when we set up a better mob farm than this guy over here. But I'm going to wait until we start our new base before we get that going. So we also were under... Let's finish this other one, Tinker Toys. So we made our steel ingots, and that's going to give us the reward of 1 more steel ingot. Was it under assembly line? No, where were we just a moment ago? Man, I keep jumping all over the place and then I forget where I was. Was it under Monster Hunter? Okay, here we go. So these regular conveyor belts from MFR. I say regular, but they're not really regular, are they? So these guys right here. So 3 rubber bars, 2 redstone, and an iron. So 2 redstone, 3 rubber bars. We already have the iron on us. Yep, there we go. Those conveyor belts are actually rather inexpensive compared to the other ones. They don't use as much iron. But yeah, they don't allow mobs to spawn on them, so they're less effective. They're more for item transport, I think, is the original intention of these. But I have used them before for pushing mobs around. Alright, so yeah, mob spawn from spawners and stuff will drop onto these and then you can push them around. But for regular mob farms where you want them spawning on their own, yeah, you need the other type. Okay, so back to this quest. That'll give us 16 more of those conveyor belts. Alright, so this is all done. Awesome. We are moving along quite nicely. So apply engineering. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to say energistics and then read this word and add earring to the end. That didn't work. Yeah, we wanted to get this done, but this doesn't allow us. There's like no quest in here for applied energistics. I don't know if that's intentional or if those will come later, but I think applied energistics is something I want to start working towards. I'm kind of getting tired actually of all of this stuff and not being able to find the items that I need as quickly as I would like. So as far as the Certus Quartz and the Certus Quartz Dust, we don't really have a lot of this stuff. We're going to need a bunch of that for any of the applied energistics. So I think the next thing we should probably look at doing is finding out how to make this. So if we sieve sand, we will get 17% chance of that stuff. All right. What about the charged Certus Quartz? Okay, so that comes from the same place, from sand. That'll give us a good foothold on getting towards applied energistics. And that was sieving sand. Yeah, I put a bunch more stone in here. I was like, yeah, we should try and get some more of these essence berry bushes. But I think we probably can do that at another time. So let's take all this stone back out of here. Do I even have room over here, or is this all full again? Okay. So I get a bunch of stone, I'll probably just toss off the edge or something, I don't know. We got a full barrel's worth of this stuff. So we'll get that out of here, we'll take these ore berry bushes out as well. And we can stick those guys over here in this chest. So we needed to sieve a bunch of sand. We got 20 stacks of this stuff. Let's go ahead and start doing this, see what we can get out of there. Oh my goodness, why does that throw out of my inventory like that? It's so random that it does that. And alright, so how much more sand do we have? Not a whole lot actually. Let's go and take all of that out of there. Alright, so we're already getting Certus Quartz, which is great. So we'll let this go, try and get a stockpile of this. I'm not sure when we're going to actually work on applied energistics. I would like to do that soon, but we need to wait for all this stuff to happen. So while that's going, I can go ahead and get a bunch of this gravel here and smash that down into sand and replenish our supply of that stuff. Alright, is that all of it? I think that is. We're gonna have to make some more gravel here in a little bit too. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll let this go. This one can go a little bit slower and make some sand. Alright, I think we're good. Whoop, more sand over here. Alright guys, so we've been talking about it for a while now. I think it's time that we expand out of this place. I want to start building our new main permanent base, not this beginning thing. I feel like the longer we're here and we're doing things, the longer I'm putting off just building our proper base. So, I think it's time. What I want to do is I want to build up high enough where everything around us is going to be blue sky. Currently we're below sea level, so everything's kind of like this dark, black, gray, nasty color. We come up just a few more blocks. yeah, everything from this point and above is going to have like blue below us, which I think is much better looking. So I think this is where we're going to start off. Yeah, I was kind of thinking what we want to do for building this out, and generally speaking, when I don't know what I want to do, I just build a large circular platform. I feel like I do that a lot. So I don't want to do another circular platform. I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to build in squares. I'm thinking we'll do like upside down pyramid style things. So the actual platform itself will be square, and then we will build up from that. So for instance, let's get rid of that thing. Okay. So we will do this, and then we will build around the outside of this guy. So it'll be hollow in the center. This is just temporary. I don't think we're going to build out these blocks. I think I'm actually going to switch this out for stone since we have plenty of that, or stone brick, or one of the two. So it's going to be something like that. And go ahead and get rid of that block and that block. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, and we'll continue building this up and up and up until we get to the point where the platform is going to be big enough. I probably shouldn't build the whole thing out of cobblestone, like I said, because we are going to change this. I don't know if we're going to do regular smooth stone or if we're going to do stone bricks. Again, stone bricks is something I usually build out of. I mean, it's a nice looking material compared to cobblestone, but yeah, I think we're going to do something like that. And keep building these platforms up until like the base is big enough, or I guess the walking around area would be big enough, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. But yeah, I'm gonna take some time here to build out one of these out of better materials than cobblestone, and I'll be back when I got something to show you guys. Alright guys, so I made some progress here, and I decided to pull out the builder's wand to try and do 2 blocks at a time. But it seems like I was running into that issue again where it was lagging the game. I know people are saying last time that happened that it was because the automatic backup was going on, but it seems to be laggy again. And the automatic backup is not happening right now, so I don't know what the deal is. There's something going on that maybe I'm doing wrong, or maybe it just doesn't like the skyblock. I'm really not sure, but seems to be working fine now. But like it slows down after a little bit, and I don't know why that is. Yeah, that seemed to work fine there. Yeah, that's a mistake though that I placed all these blocks. So we're getting this platform about the right size right now. I think this is about what we want. This will be like our main area. Let's get rid of this and that. So just so you guys can see what that's looking like, there we go. It's kind of a big platform at this point. That's what I'm going for though. This is gonna be like our main area. This is where I want most of our main stuff to be. We're leaving this hollow on the inside, so we have, I don't know, places to put power storage or applied energistic storage, or I don't know, whatever, just so we have some extra room so not everything has to be on the surface. So yeah, I think we're gonna make it about this big, and then we will go ahead and obviously cap it off some way. I don't know if I want to put grass down. That's the one thing I'm kind of afraid of, because animals are hostile in this map, right? So if I put if I put grass down, that's going to allow animals to spawn, and then animals will spawn and then attack me if I go AFK or something along those lines. So I really don't know what I want to do. We could use topiary grass. I'm not sure if animals spawn on that or not. That's something we could find out, but that would definitely give us the grass appearance that I would like to have. Alternatively, we could do like an astroturf kind of a thing with wool. But yeah, I think what I need to do now is just go around and fix all the spots that are gonna spawn mobs, because we definitely don't want mobs spawning up here. I think I'll put torches up here temporarily along the outer rim of this thing. But yeah, I do think this is gonna be the size that we're gonna go for, so we need to fill this in here. Yeah, we need to fill this in, get a nice platform to work on. And then we'll start working on the aesthetics and things like that as time goes on. But for now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Another thing we might do, I was thinking about, is put stone brick stairs along here to make this more of like a nicer shape. Although the rougher pyramid look also looks pretty good too. I don't know. If we leave it like this, we can hide lighting in here somewhere and light this up. That might look kind of cool too. Obviously not torches. We'd use glowstone strips or something like that. But yeah, that's something that we'll have to figure out. So let me go ahead and make a little bit more progress, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so I got the platform pretty much done. Decided to go with stone brick and a little bit of regular stone, kind of like to break it up so it's not just one sheet of stone brick like I've done before in the past. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. We got a nice little, almost like a bullseye kind of a design going on there. Just little 3 wide stone brick sections, and then we got the border along the outside, which we're probably going to put up fences and things like that. Just so we don't accidentally walk off the edge or whatever. Not like we really care that much since we have a jetpack and we can fly, but I think that's the way it's going to be. I don't think this whole thing is going to stay stone brick for now. It is. I think eventually, like I said, we're going to put in topiary grass or something that looks better than this. I would like to have trees and some other things around, bushes or whatever. Make the place look a little bit nicer. Maybe, I don't know. Set up like a little park or something, kind of a thing. Anyway, that's just things that I'm thinking about. We got lots of blocks in my inventory. I didn't really know how big we were going to go with this thing. But I did have F7 going, so you can see the little yellow X's where I need to place torches and get everything lit up properly so we don't have to worry about mobs spawning up there. Yeah, my pick did get a modifier as I was breaking things. Got another speed on there. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. Now, I did leave the center hole open, and the reason for that... Oop, I missed a block. The reason for that is I think we're going to have, like, water streams flowing down out of these things. Something kind of like that, down into the void. Obviously, we won't be doing that with that platform still there. We'd have to drill a hole, but I think that'll look kind of cool if each one of these has, like, water flowing out of them. Just a thought. Don't necessarily have to do that. But I do need to fix that one torch down here. Otherwise, we will have mobs spawning all over the place. I think of one right there. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, so that's the start of our new base. Obviously, we didn't get very far in actually putting things up there. We will need to move things eventually, like our lava production and all of our machines. I'm going to have to figure out a design for our main base area that's going to house our machines and our applied energistic system up here. I'm thinking we might make it, and that seems a little small. I was thinking between this stone and this stone. We might make it between this stone and this one. That'll give us a little bit of moving around, place for some storage, place to actually have some machines and things. Yeah, I think that'll probably be a little bit better. We will probably end up making the extra utilities elevators. Are those not in here? Maybe they're not. What are these things? Glowstone elevation unit. Well, we'll have to figure out a thing. We might end up having to put in stairs if there's not a way that we can just, you know, jump up to different levels or whatever. But I would like to have things down below. Maybe another room down there for extra storage, like I said, or something like that. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here. Start of our new base. Pretty cool. If you guys have ideas for other kind of designs or whatever, let me know. But I'm thinking we're going to have like an upside down pyramid here for our main base, and then off in each of the 4 different directions we will have more pyramids, probably a little bit higher, and we'll have to figure out ways to get up to them. I don't know if there's things like the portal gun mod where you can jump on a plate and I'll shoot you up there, or if we'll build like little bridges and things between the floating platforms, but something like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Alright guys, that's it for this episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you did, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.